Alright, so now we're going to move into our hot take segment.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
So for hot take, today, like I said last time, how I had a couple different social media segments that I wanted to do. This is the other one. So for this one, last time we did Instagram, this time we're going to do another platform. You can probably guess it. So I don't know, not really sure why social media asks what your gender is, but it's definitely for like advertising, because they're not going to send you guys if you're a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think it works the same way in their ads. So I think advertisers can say if it's for a male or female audience. And so, like, this kind of seems like a couple years ago. It's like when OnlyFans started, right? Like, everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, no one thought that was even possible. And people were like literally selling their nudes online.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's people you go to school with, you know what I mean? And so it's like, no one's ashamed to be like, oh, I'm fucking, selling my nudes or whatever. Now they do it online.
Like, there used to be a law where, like, you couldn't have nudes.
Exactly.
Like, what?
And so my question for you is, like, especially on TikTok. TikTok's really bad about it. I think it's kind of where OnlyFans stemmed from. Because that's when people really started getting followers and getting money and paid for like ads and shit like that based on their bodies. And social media, at least. Because like, you can do it on Instagram, but not near as bad as TikTok. They let a lot more slide. And so my question for you is, why do you think like TikTok, social media, and things like that, like where does the the sex trafficking of like social media start from? And how does it go away if it does?
Okay.
Oh, we have how many things have we got? Like different.
We got more after this. One more after this.
All right, let's stop real quick because we already been on this train for like 2 hours.
Uh-huh. Okay. Bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying that like I voted or like I'm for Trump. I don't even get into politics, bro. I don't even vote. But like Trump was trying to take away TikTok. And what I see is that it doesn't allow these children to be children anymore. They see life for what it is on these videos. Because no one's censoring these things, bro. Like, you're seeing everything. And like, my little cousin is on TikTok. And I be scrolling across and see this girl shaking ass. And I'm like, bro, my cousin's on this app. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. But like, think of this, bro. TikTok kind of went that way because look who has NIL deals. This might be controversial as fuck, but fam, if you look at it, like Livy Dunn and like Angel Reese, man, Livy Dunn, she was good at gymnastics in high school, but like these girls at least are not getting NIL deals for sports. They're getting these NIL deals based on their body. And we learned this in sports econ, bro. And we're talking about this, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, statistically, the male dominant NIL deal, we're averaging, like, at least so many games won, so many whatever, right? But then you went to the girls NIL, and, like, all their sponsorships were, like, feminine products, like, not feminine products, but, like, things that show their body.
Yeah.
And it's like, so y'all trying to promote yourselves.
Like Nike sports bras and stuff like that.
Exactly, bro. You have Angel Reese or you have Livy Dunn with freaking bikinis on a commercial. But at the same time, bro, my cousin is seeing Livy Dunn on TikTok shaking her ass or showing her body. So, of course, they're going to want to support that. Do you get me?
Because it's normal.
Because they see that they have an NIL deal making money. But it's not off their talent for real. It's off what they're showing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and now Livy Dunn's talking about, oh, I'm about to start an OnlyFans. Well, that's because she has all this exposure, not off of talent, but because you show your body.
There's a whole other person that started her OnlyFans and got her. It's Jinxie's new girlfriend, Brecky Hill.
Oh yeah.
She's supposed to be like the copy of like Livy Dunn.
Like, and you see how, like, girls want to be like, oh, I'm not an object. I'm not just something to look at. But bro, look how they promote themselves. Like, you wanna do things for like talent. I'll get it, bro. I get it. There's some women out here that are doing shit, that are grinding, that have grit, bro, that are fucking working to what they're trying to be. And I know y'all women look at these girls making this money like this, and y'all are like, what the fuck? Because that's how I am. Like, I'm like, bro, these people are getting rich off of, like, evil sexual things, bro. Like, that's not okay. Like, you're sexualizing yourself, bro, and you're telling people, oh, we shouldn't be sexualized. But turn around, you have a whole OnlyFans. Like, you selling feet pics.
What is your thoughts on OnlyFans?
You have an NIL deal for some bullshit. What'd you say?
What are your thoughts on OnlyFans? Because at the same time, it's not people doing it against their will because they're willing to do it to get paid. But, like, if you, like, let's say you're hitting on a girl, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, I got an OnlyFans. Are you taking her out to dinner?
I mean, I'm at the same time, bro. However you getting the bills paid, there's so many ways to make money nowadays, bro. But that doesn't mean one way is the right way. You feel me? Just because you're making money this one way doesn't mean it could be the right way, right? You could be making bad money, evil money.
Do you see anything different between an OnlyFans model and a stripper?
No. Because, like at the same time, bro, you're paying the bills, you get into the money, whatever, bro. But at the same time, you're selling your soul. Like, you're selling your body. People have sex with you, like, random people, like, for business, bro. You're treating your body like a business. And, like, we're, like, spiritual beings, bro. And it's like, what are you really doing for real? And I mean, like, that's you, bro. We all have free will. But am I taking her out to dinner? Probably not. You're good. You're cool without me, bro. Like, you got these men. You got all these people collabing with you, buying your shit. You probably paying your own bills. You don't need it. You don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why she might be cool as hell, but, like, what am I gonna go do?
But you ain't gonna wife her up.
Like, what am I gonna go do at dinner? What am I gonna talk about? Cause I'm not gonna wife her up.
Yeah.
Like, but hey, if you paying the bills, whatever, bro. I mean, you basically selling. I'm not saying you selling your soul now, but I mean, come on, bro.
Cool.
You basically is.
And I want this to be a little bit of a shorter discussion because you brought something to me pre-show that you would love to tell the audience.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's for a new podcast coming soon, hosted by Naziah Alvarado. And if you can't tell, he loves his conspiracy stuff. Like,
Yeah,
he
bro.
is
I go deep
into it. And I was like, you know what? Why not have your own podcast about it? Because shout out Jumpers Jump, right?
Shout out.
He's
Jumpers
a
Jump.
huge fan of them. He watches them all the time.
Yes, sir.
And like,
watch them come from the ground up, bro.
hey,
Inspiring me.
tell them this crazy conspiracy you got about, like, every time you, like, watch them, like, you're saying something and they'll talk about it.
Bro, so I'll watch their new episode, right? They'll make an episode, like, every Sunday, I think they drop. And I'll go and watch it. And, like, I'm watching it live. Well, not live, but for the first time. And as they're talking, I'm saying stuff that, like, I'm just blurting out because I say what I think. And then I'll pause it, or I'll talk with him about it, or I'll talk with someone about it. I'll unpause it, and then they'll say what we literally just talked about. And I'm like, what, bro? Like, if I would have just kept playing it, they would have said what I said. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, first topic, bro. Wavelengths. Like, have you ever, like, y'all know those times when you or your buddy, or, like, you and your mom, or, like, you and your dad, you and your grandma, like, you're thinking of something, but you don't say it out loud, and, like, that other person answers it, or, like, out loud, or, like, they say what you were thinking, or they take the words right out of your mouth, bro. Like, what are wavelengths? Remember how we were talking about, like, so you understand, like, sound is like vibrations, and they're kind of like, they're waves, so they're like wavelengths. Yeah. So, like, what do you think? Like,
so my thought on that is I do believe that we do have a spiritual energy because it is talked about, and I do believe that it's equal in all of us. It's just how do you access it? Because, like, we're all made from the same spirit, so, like you said, you're all equal in my eyes. So obviously, all of us are gonna have the same amount of spiritual energy. I just think it's about who knows how to access it. You know what I mean?
like, what do you mean, like?
Like, whose energies are compatible? Because, like,
Okay.
there'll be, like, nothing wrong with somebody, but just, like, you know, like it's not you, it's me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just, you know.
I get what you're saying. You're saying, like, sometimes energies just don't match.
Yeah, they don't match. Because, like, if I'm super fucking hyper and you're an introvert, like, we're not gonna, like, interact at all.
Yeah.
And so, our energies don't match. But if we're both, like, we all both the same, like, me and you both have the same sense of humor and shit like that. Like, we both have the same kind of perspective on things, and so, like, we match. We have the same kind of, like, energy.
Yeah, so you're saying that if y'all have, like, the same type of energy, same type of wavelength, y'all will connect better.
Yeah.
Think of what we're just saying.
Like,
if you have a better wavelength, if it's a compatible wavelength, it's gonna... Your Wi-Fi is gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, if we're talking about wavelengths, so we can talk about notes on the guitar. Because, like, if you want to achieve harmony, you got to use the right notes. You got to have the right wavelength to hit those notes.
Exactly. And if you hit the wrong chord, it's not me, it's you.
Yeah, if it's a sour note, like, I'm not putting that in the song. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. But okay, one more thing. No, I'm not even gonna say that. It's gonna get too deep. I'm gonna have Luke tripping out.
What is it?
It's about your subconscious. Should I
Give
say
him a
it?
teaser. Give him a teaser.
I'll give y'all a teaser. Tune in to Smoke Break. That name to be determined, but I'm probably gonna keep it a Smoke Break. I like Smoke Break. I'm gonna leave hot take on this question or this statement. So y'all understand. So to be able to understand me, you have to understand my way of thinking already. So we're past that we're humans. Actually, that we're spirits in a human body, right? Okay. So, do you ever wonder? And this is psychological facts. You can look this up on peer-reviewed articles and everything. So we understand that we have a spirit. So that little voice in your head, like when you read things, or like when you're thinking internally, that's not just a little voice in your head. That is your subconscious. Break down the word. Subconscious. It's your conscience, your consciousness, sub, beneath. It's your conscience below you. It's your conscience below you. You have two... I don't want to freak no one out. This is just a teaser for Smoke Break. I don't want to freak no one out. But it's psychologically proven that you have... that science tries to keep up with God, right? So it's scientifically proven whatever that we are spiritual beings. And we release vibrations and we have like aura. So it's like... if you're there's no way that I can just read. Like, our brain is so powerful. It named itself, bro.
Yeah.
You have to think to name the brain. You know what I'm saying? So just think of that. We have a spirit, bro. You don't talk and you talk internally. Who do you think is talking? Like, when you're trying to make decisions, you're talking internally. I don't know if I want to do this, but I kind of do. That's literally like, we see it in movies. I always like to refrain to that. The good angel, the bad angel. That's your subconscious, bro. The conscience that's underneath you. You want to do good, the good angel, but you never know. Or you could be wanting to do bad. Your subconscious is the conscience beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
White shadow.
Just take that and just sleep on that tonight, guys.
No, for real. I don't want to freak no one out. That's why I really didn't want to say it on here, but just think about it, bro. It's kind of crazy.